It's pretty cold today, so I've got my gilet on to keep me warm in the studio. So I'm working on a new collection today, and it's called Spirit Animals. Well, I'm pretty sure that's going to be the title of it. And it's about five different animals that are like our spirit guardians, so the animals that are with us along our life path, and we call upon their particular energy when we need it for certain things. So I'm busy developing all the meanings in the background, but today I wanted to get your opinion on the actual collection itself. So there's there's 5 animals. The 4 that are definite are the owl, the raven, what else did I have? Well, I'll show you. Let me show you. So I've got the owl is one. Then a wolf. Now this is one idea of my wolf design, but I've only done this one in these colours, so I'm not sure whether this one is right, or I've also done this one. So they're all meant to be sort of cohesive and sit together well. So there's the wolf. So we've got the owl and the wolf. Then we've got the black cat. And then the raven. I think this one's actually my favourite one because I've painted all of them with a kind of metallic paint. And as they move, the light changes with them. So they're really quite special because they just change every time you look at them. So there's the 4 animals: owl, wolf, raven and cat. Now I've got them all in this style, and I really like this style. I think it's a nice neutral background which would go with any room, and it places emphasis on the beautiful animals themselves. However, this is where I need your help. I've also tried a slightly different style, and this is the style that I was working with for a trees collection. And it's all very neutral colours, lots of textured paper. I've used recycled and handmade papers here. And again, I've used the chrome. If I tilt it back, you can see the chrome paint on the tree is picking up the light. So you get that lovely reflective change with the tree. However, I'm not entirely sure that this stands out. So if you imagine you're looking through Facebook, because this collection's designed to be an entry collection. I'm just saying hi to a few people. Hi Aditi, hi Shay, nice to see you. So I want this collection to be something that people scroll through social media and they see it and it stops them and they think, oh wow, that's interesting. Because this collection is about bringing new followers into my world. So I don't know if that really stands out quite as well. I don't know if it's the tree or the background. So I'm going to paint a stag, but I'm going to go for a slightly different background. So not this one and not the tree one. I'll just twist this round and I can show you what I mean. But going that way. So it's this background. If I just lift it, unstick it from the board and show you up front. So this one has got really lovely natural earthy tones in it, and also some little mini leaf patterns and hints of trees, and it just gives that that sort of biophilic nature, natural handmade feel to the piece. So what I'm going to do with this piece is, rather than paint it in my reference photo style here, I'm going to paint it in gold and see what you think. So, are you ready for the gold? I'll show you what I'm going to use. So, I've sketched it out in a white pencil just to get the drawing right, and then I'm going to use this chrome marker pen to give it a shake, wake the paint up a little bit. And I'm just going to block out the stag in gold. So we'll see what you think. So we have to give it a few depressions just to get the paint flowing. That's good. So I'm going to start over here, and I'm just following my white outline with the gold. It's always much easier to draw your outline first, I find, and then go in with your paint afterwards, rather than trying to do everything freehand, because once the paint's on, it's on. You can paint over it. That's the beauty of acrylics and oils, is you can just literally go over something if you don't like it. I think this is looking quite nice already, actually. I'll take it off the board in a second and show you, see what you think before I colour the whole thing in. Right, I'm just going to show you now, see what you think to this before I go too much further with it. Oops. So that's what we've got so far, and if I angle it, hopefully you can see that it's catching the light a little bit. This thing's sliding all over the place in the background of my studio. I don't know if you can see that very well, how it catches the light and changes. Maybe if I twist it that way. I'll show you at the end. So back to my pen. And I'm going to put the legs in here now. Whether I put all of the leg parts in, I'm not 100% certain yet. We'll have to see how it goes. So let's just get the face coloured in. So it's like it's going to be a gold silhouette rather than a realistic wildlife picture. The idea is it's a suggestion of the deer, and I can leave bits of the background showing through. When I get to the chest part here, I'm laying on the paint from the pen in the way that the fur would fall. So if I do have little bits of background showing through, the fur pattern matches what I've done. And when I come to the legs, the fur is a lot shorter on the legs. I might just leave just a very small gap there where the legs meet, just so that there's a bit of definition and just a hint there. So now I can colour along the back, and again I'm going to colour in the direction that the fur is going to be going in. So if I do get gaps where I'm seeing the background coming through, it follows the flow of the animal's fur. And again, again here, I'm going to leave just a gap. I might go in with some black pen actually after and just put in a little bit of detail. So we can see. So this design is a little bit of a wild card design, and I'm going to be sending out all of my ideas on an art survey. And if you'd like to take part in the survey, then you'll be entered to win an original piece of artwork and also a signed print of the piece that you chose. So say you like the stag, you'll get a signed print of the stag as the prize. So if you'd like to be entered, drop a comment below and I will send you the link when I finally get round to sorting it all out, which hopefully will be later today. And the idea of this piece is it's going to be an art survey. Let's take that off and show you. So that's it so far. I wonder if I can do it another way. So maybe if I just twist this round so you can see me, I might be able to catch some of the light from the window. There, can you see it glows and glints a little bit? Ah, that's better. It's actually sort of a metallic finish. And I quite like that. I don't think it needs to be any more detailed than that. I might just put in a little bit of gold on the ground and then maybe pick up some gold colours just in the different parts of the canvas. So it knits it all nicely together. So that's one of the designs. So that's one idea. The other idea is I've sketched it out again in the background that's similar to the other ones. So if we look at, say, the raven here, I've sketched out the stag on a very similar background. So I'm going to have a go at painting that in, and that's also going to be in the art survey. So today was like a really quick live to explain my new collection and to ask for your help, really. I'd love to get your ideas on what you think works best, which one would be your favourite, which ones you would have in the collection, and maybe if you picked just one to put on your wall, which would it be? It helps me massively to get lots of feedback from lots of different people. So I'm going to be posting about this quite a lot so that you get the opportunity to grab the survey and enter, and you'll get a chance to win an original piece of artwork and a signed print of the piece that you choose. So that's just dead quick. I'm going to disappear off now because I've got loads to do in the studio, and I will be back on soon to show you the next stage. Anyway, that's all for now. Thank you very much. And if you'd like to see the progress and you'd like to know when more things come about, then subscribe to the channel. You can find me on social media anywhere. Please, feel free to link up, send me a message, and I'll get back to you. So have a great rest of your Wednesday, and bye for now. Bye bye.